regrets here for week 7 of the NFL season. I am your pseudo host, Brogan.
I'm Sean.
And Nick?
That awkward silence between me and Sean always makes me wonder if Sean's actually going to say anything or not.
I know it.
Well, I'm waiting on a transition.
There is no transition. We do it every week, buddy.
No. There's a.
You could say join by.
Um, I am traveling this week, so I'm unsure how good my audio is going to sound. But it's probably ass, just like how my picks have been lately. I went 1-5 in my locks this last week, and my only winner was my college pick of Texas beating Oklahoma in Red River. I lost by half a point to the Bengals Packers total of 44.5. Detroit completely let me down. Gibbs couldn't even score a touchdown. The Bills lose to Atlanta outright. And Jacoby Brissett revenge game against the Colts. That's on me. Didn't recognize that last week. So, yeah, Colts did not cover. So, rough week for me last week, lock-wise. That means I have 5 shots this week. But like I said, I am traveling. And I stopped at a liquor store. And because I've been so putrid lately, I just deserve some punishment, I thought. And on sale was some shooters of UV blue. So I've got a pack of 10 of them. I know I technically only need to take 5 of them, but I might double up and just use up the whole pack. So I'm going to start cracking these open and taking them down. Nick or Sean, you guys can recap your locks.
I'll go just so then the two shames, the two bottom feeders get out of the way. I also went 1-5. Mbuka really let me down with the anytime touchdown. Jaylen Warren also didn't score an anytime touchdown. The Colts, nope. Just didn't happen. I thought the Ravens' fucking defense was going to have some holes in it. So Stafford with the longest pass over 37.5 yards. I thought that was going to be a fucking solid banger. Nope. Dallas minus 3.5. Also no. The only thing I hit last week was the Laporta anytime touchdown. My locks have been putrid. And so this week, I am going to be chasing my Captain Morgan with a protein shake. And if I vomit, it's because I deserve it. I deserve everything that's bad that's ever happened to me. I am a bottom feeder, and I'm just a bad person in general. So here you go, Sean. I'm going to go drink and, hopefully my sorrows go away. Dude, I hate myself for how badly I've been betting. I deserve this.
Why didn't you drink the protein shake before?
Because I don't have any other chasers. It's either this or water, and you know what? I hate myself so much that I'm doing it with the protein shake, Sean. That's why.
If you really hated yourself, you would just chase some UV blue because this shit is fucking awful. It's not even bad from an alcohol standpoint. It's just the fucking taste of it is just putrid.
Dude, I'd rather be doing UV blue over Captain Morgan personally.
You guys are a couple of sickos.
Yeah. Sean, you want to recap your weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk, I'll ramble a little bit. Holy shit, I didn't know. That's disgusting. All right, well, I will try to clear my head and get that back on. All right, the first couple, I had Jahan Dotson over 7.5 receiving yards. That one hit. Like I said, all it took, one reception. I think he got that, one catch. It was like 17 yards or something on that Thursday night game where the Eagles got beat by the Giants. Smoking on that Dart pack, son. Let's go. Jackson Dart, next one, over 37.5 rushing yards. He's like the first rookie quarterback to do that or have 50 rushing yards in his first 3 games as a starter since, oh God, who was it? Probably Patrick Mahomes, and was it Jalen Hurts? I think so. Next one, unfortunately, Indy minus 6.5. That did not hit. It looked like it was going to be a sweat from the get-go. That Cardinals team, I really thought that it was going to be, they were just going to get destroyed. But like Brogan was saying during the pre-show, Jacoby Brissett revenge game completely slipped my mind. Didn't even think about that on the radar. So that one is a loss. The Los Angeles Rams I thought I thought I was gonna be taking a fat L on that one, but fortunately we got it done. A little Puka scare, but I think he's gonna be fine. I didn't love seeing that before halftime. We'll get a little bit more detailed update on that as the show goes on. So 3-1 for that. I was feeling pretty good. Jacksonville, god damn it, the Jags just let me down. It was a sad game. I thought they started out hot and then they just lost momentum. So I still like where we're at on the Jags, especially if you're a season wins over ticket holder like myself. We got nothing to worry about. I think we're going to be hanging tough with the Colts all the way to the end of the season with that division. So we'll be all right. And then the last one was the parlay of the week, and the Lions. Lions just let me down again. That was a bummer. I thought they were going to come in to Arrowhead, just have their way with them, but Patrick Mahomes, dude, you just can't count him out, especially on Sunday night, or was it Monday night? I can't remember. I've been drinking a lot. Sunday, when all the world's watching, and also it's tough to play 11 on 12 where the Lions had penalties. The Chiefs were the first team in a long time to just record no penalties, which I guess they technically had one, but it was declined, so it didn't count. Which I don't know. I might call Vegas. Something smells a little fishy there.
Dude, I'm only halfway through my shots because it's disgusting. Some like college university did a whole statistical analysis on like Patrick Mahomes and him getting like roughing the passer calls, and I think he gets 47% more roughing the passer calls more than any other quarterback in the league right now that they benefit from. It's just like it's wild.
Was this a public institution?
Yeah. I think I favorited it. I did zero follow up research on it. I just saw it off TikTok, so I'm just gonna regurgitate it right now because I can. I like spreading misinformation potentially. I have not verified it, but yeah, it's a fucking crazy stat like that.
Sounds like a great use of tax dollars right there. Anyway, long story short, I got 3 shots. I went 3-3. It's a disappointing week for me when we go 500 or less. I'm used to the 4-2, 5-1 spots, but we'll be all right. I'm thinking we're gonna have a bounce back week here. So first shot, bottoms up.
Yeah. So overall, Sean's leading the pack with locks.
Old Smoky Tennessee moonshine.
Sean's leading the overall with the locks at 21-15. I am 18-17-1, and Nick's bringing up the back, doing 12-21 through week 6.
Yeah, I am
last
putrid.
Last few weeks have been tough for all of us, but there's still plenty of season left to really get hot here and turn this around. So.
Cool.
And if it doesn't turn it around this season, we'll turn it around next season.
Right. That's the optimism.
Because you don't stop betting until you lose all your money. And even then, new paychecks coming.
Or you can take out loans, get like friends, family to give you money, and then you bet with that money, and then you win, and then you can pay them back with your winnings. So, a lot of different avenues. You can
have a little bit left over to buy something nice.
Yeah, a lot of avenues to keep betting and gambling.
True.
And talking about next season will be probably the next time that we're going to see Fred Warner. Unfortunately, nasty lower leg injury in the game. Niners just getting decimated with defensive injuries, and it sucks to see a guy of Fred Warner's caliber getting injured like that.
I mean, we've talked about it before, but there better be a massive turnover rate for this strength and conditioning coach that the Niners have, because this is how many years in a row is this going on? Like 4 or 5? It's getting embarrassing at this point.
I feel like it's ever since he like drafted like Joey Bosa. They've had injury problems. I don't know what year Joey Bosa got in or drafted, but like every year since Bosa got drafted.
The Chargers?
No, Nick Bosa. Sorry, Nick Bosa. Every year it just feels like they've just been injury prone. I don't get it.
Soft ass dudes from Ohio State. Speaking of soft ass dudes from Ohio State, sorry, Brogan, I'll do a transition for you.
Yep.
Garrett Wilson went
go
down.
ahead. Yeah.
To what extent, though? What did you say? A hyperextended knee?
Yeah, hyperextended knee. Looks like 2 to 3 weeks, but I mean, that's not a loss for the Jets offense because they had negative net passing yards, which is just unbelievable.
Dude,
it's actually it's insane how bad they can be and yet still roughly be in ball games. I mean, based off their offensive stats, they should be losing by at least like 35 points every game. And they're still getting beat, obviously, but they covered. So, I mean, they're doing nothing on offense and covering. So it's pretty wild, actually, what the Jets are able to do.
Just running the triple option or some shit.
Dude,
yeah, honestly,
there was a fucking Pro Football Focus put out a thing rating Aaron Rodgers as the worst quarterback in the league right now. And I'm like, how the fuck does that happen when Justin Fields puts up negative, like, what? How?
So I didn't know if we were going to get into this topic or not. I didn't want to bring it up, but there's been a lot of loud voices on PFF. It seems to happen at least once or twice a year, I feel like, where people realize how ridiculous PFF is. And I mean, I guess this is, well, not for us, but for everybody else talking about it, it's free marketing for PFF. But yeah, PFF fucking stinks. They said Patrick Mahomes in that Sunday night game against the Lions going into it was the 13th out of 32 rated quarterbacks. I know Pat Mahomes hasn't been having the greatest year, but could you imagine being like a brand new person watching that primetime game and you're like, oh, this Pat Mahomes guy is just like a middle of the road quarterback because he's 13 out of 32. Like, it's ridiculous. See, I don't know how much PFF pays NBC to have those stats listed with the weekly intros, because I do enjoy the NBC weekly intros for the Sunday night game, but I hate seeing those PFF ratings.
Yeah, a lot of times, and like, you'll see like Myles Garrett get like elite grades every single week, and like he was just like invisible. Like, I'm
regurgitating what I saw on the Pat McAfee show. But yeah, they also brought this up today about how, or today or yesterday, I don't know when, but that Myles Garrett had a like almost 90 grade, which is out of 100, and he had like 2 pressures and like half a tackle or something. TJ Watt had like 5 pressures, like 5 tackles, half a sack, and he had like an 84 grade. So it's like, if you're just looking at stats, how the hell is TJ Watt at 84? Myles Garrett, I get he's getting double teamed, triple teamed, whatever, so maybe his stats aren't the greatest, but how is he above TJ Watt, who's also getting double and triple teamed when TJ Watt has more stats?
And yeah, you can essentially still affect the game without it showing up in the stat sheet, but like you were saying, to your point, is if you're still getting double teamed or even triple teamed on occasion, and the dude that's also getting double teamed and triple teamed has better stats, that doesn't add up.
So yeah, fuck PFF. We'll move on before I could go on a full 2-hour rant about how PFF sucks, but we'll move on.
Real quick. All right.
You totally ruined my transition, but I hope you have something really good here.
It's nothing good. It's me being a homer really quick. Remember when they said Aaron Rodgers was the issue with the Jets last year? All right.
How many times are you going to bring this up?
Every fucking time when the Jets have a bad week and they lose another game.
Disagreeing with you.
Yeah,
nobody is. No, well, it's just, dude, the echo chambers I see on fucking Twitter and other social media.
You do that to yourself with your own.
No, I do. I 100% do.
Therein lies the problem.
But, dude, there are people that live in these fucking domes, in these echo chambers, that truly believe that Justin Fields is going to be the savior of their franchise and Aaron Rodgers was the worst quarterback that's ever stepped foot on fucking MetLife. It's fucking, I don't get it. Well, that's it. Sorry, Brogan. Sorry to ruin your thing.
No, I'm glad you got that off your chest.
At home,
it was like boiling inside of me.
Shot because I lost track of how many I did already. Here we go.
I'm going to finish the rest of these shooters of UV Blue if Nick keeps talking about Aaron Rodgers and PFF.
Oh, you want me to? I can go all day.
how I was going to transition was from one soft Ohio State receiver to another one with Emeka Ibuka going down with a hamstring injury. Don't love that. He was looking as the front runner of offensive player of the year. Now I think Jackson Dart's taken over that spot at least because Emeka Ibuka is probably going to miss a few weeks.
You mean rookie of the
For
year?
all those of you that have
Rookie
Cam
of the
Scatterboo
year,
Rookie
sorry.
of the Year tickets, still not looking half bad there either.
Yeah, I mean, Giants are looking really good the next couple of weeks. I think the Buccaneers have a week 9 bye. So Ibuka will be out this week, probably out next week, and then bring him back after the bye in week 10. So Ibuka's going to be missing a few weeks here with injury and then also his bye. So kind of sucks because he was electric, and the Bucs have been decimated at receiver with Godwin still having injury problems and Mike Evans trying to come back from a hamstring problem of himself. So
he re-aggravated something, right? He was out last week.
Yeah, if you have a hamstring and you're in Tampa, you might need to run routes for Baker this weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I think kind of the big injuries from week 6. Is there anything else you guys wanted to highlight about week 6 before we move on to our spread picks for week 7?
No, just that the Giants are back, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, good for you, Sean.
2 wins already? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
We only need, 3, maybe 4 more wins, and then we cash this Giants season over?
Okay.
We'll have that done by the end of November.
Real quick, with how the Ravens are performing without Lamar Jackson, does that just solidify him as the most valuable player on the Ravens? Their point differential with and without Lamar is fucking stupid. I
saw they finally got Snoop Huntley back. I didn't know they re-signed him, but
yeah, he was down in Miami.
Yeah, so then they got him back, and he played in the fourth quarter, and he looked way better than Cooper Rush did. I wish they would have put him in earlier.
Yeah, I don't know why. The playbook hasn't changed that much since he's been away.
Yeah, and watching that game was frustrating. I totally forgot about this. So thank you for bringing it up. Since I was traveling and still am traveling, I wasn't able to watch a whole lot of football, but I was watching that game.
I'm sorry.
And I mean, the Ravens are on the fucking 1 yard line to end this second quarter, going into halftime, and 4 straight times they get stuffed. How does that happen?
Yeah, when you got King Henry, that's up front. That's on those big boys.
Right, and then the Rams score 14 points in a minute to start the second half, and that's all she wrote. So I don't know. I was feeling really good in the first half about the Ravens covering, and then the Ravens remembered that they're ass, and then they didn't. All right, let's move on to week 7 of the NFL season. I guess one last recap of week 6. Nobody did anything good from this podcast picking spreads last week. Nick was the best at 6-9.
Hey.
Nice. He's Nick's 51-42 overall, so still positive. Even with a rough week, still positive. Sean and I both went 5-10. Not a great showing, and because of that, we were tied after last week, and we're still tied. We're 43-50. So some work for Sean and I to do. I was saying before the podcast that I think I am going to fade myself this week. So since I suck at spreads, I'm just going to fade myself and pick who I don't want to pick and win.
Yeah, there really is only just one sound that can encompass what Brogan and I have been going through the last couple of weeks, and it's
nice. Literally, that's it.
How long have you had that one queued up for? Were you just waiting for that the entire time?
No, it just came to me. So that's why I'm here, baby.
Stroke of genius. That's why we pay you the big bucks.
That's what happens when I drink. It's slightly funnier.
We're also recording this on a Wednesday, so we have a little bit more information on the games instead of our normal Tuesday recording. Yeah, not much, but a little bit. And that means we have football tomorrow night as we're recording this, and it's another divisional matchup. The Rams. The Steelers heading to Cincinnati. Pittsburgh is road 5.5 point favorites. Nick, since you're still our champion, why don't you start off on this one?
Yeah. So this one's kind of tough. I mean, just kind of a weird game. Steelers Bengals. I don't know what to expect out of the Bengals now with Joe Flacco at the helm.
Flacco.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect out of them. The Steelers are gonna win, uh, but that 5.5 point spread is a little bit scurry. I don't know. It's kind of the Yunk Bowl out there, right? What is it? Rogers is 41, Flacco's 40. So I don't fucking know. They're both old, decrepit. I still love Aaron Rodgers, but I'm rambling. Give me the Steelers. I don't know. This one's tough. That 5.5 point spread's pretty tough. I don't know. Just give me the Steelers.
Yeah, so my reasoning on this game has nothing to do with the game itself, but looking back at previous Thursday night games, right? So last week, Eagles Giants. Giants don't even cover. They do cover, but not just cover. They end up winning outright. And then let's look a few weeks ago. San Francisco, the Niners playing the Rams, and San Francisco covered. So I think I'm just going to follow that trend of this is a divisional game. It feels like the Steelers could win this game by more than 5.5 points, but the trends lately have been the Thursday night games make no sense. So I am going to go with Cincinnati.
Yep, all those are really good points. I know it's a divisional game, and I also love that it's still Flacco versus the Steelers in an AFC North battle. But I thought what Brogan was going to be getting at is it's not it's not even about the game itself. It's about the game next week. Rogers could give two fucks about an AFC North showdown. He is going to be locked in, dialed in on an NFC North opponent the following week where it's going to be Steelers Packers Sunday night football. And with that reasoning alone, he's just not going to be focused on the Bengals. Give me the Bengals to cover this one.
One thing we didn't bring up, which was maybe by design, but I'm bringing it up now.
Oh
Uh,
God!
No,
we
completely
don't.
intentional.
Don't do it.
Well, we had a lot of squad rides last week, and I think the tally was we ended up 2-7 on the squad rides. So obviously this is not a squad ride, but I just wanted to highlight that squad rides are not friendly, and I am glad to see that we have some
Not anymore.
diversity this week. Talking about having fun with friends and potentially jagging off, the Rams and Jags are in London playing across the pond. The Rams are 3 point favorites, technically the away team, but it is in London, so it's neutral site, except the Jags are basically the London Jaguars. So is this the case where this is still a true home game for the Jaguars?
It
I
is,
don't
and
know.
that's why we're taking the Jags, baby.
All
Uh,
right.
yeah, dude. Jacksonville knows how to travel to London, and they know how to win in London. I don't know what their all-time record is out there, but you know what? I'm gonna Google that. Sean, you take it. I'm gonna get back to you.
Oh, I was gonna pull that one up while you just ramble, but all right. I guess I can do this. Yeah. So I mean, it's in London. I don't know how you don't take the Jags here on home field advantage alone. So that's pretty sick. Um, Puka. We didn't talk about injury news. I didn't know exactly what happened during that Ravens Rams game. Went down in the end zone, I believe before halftime. I was doing some agility drills and everything, and was back out in the game. I believe he was back out in the game, or at least he made it out to the field and didn't necessarily get in the game, but he was doing like agility shit, testing his ankle, which is good because I thought it was a knee. I thought he might have been done for the year. I had no idea what happened on that play. So it was a little scary, but yeah, we don't know what Puka's going to be looking like. I believe McVay said he's day-to-day with a high ankle sprain, so that can typically take you out 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks if it's a bad one, depending on the severity of it and everything. So look for Tay, or if you don't know who that is, if you've been living under a rock, Devontae Adams to have a big game. But ultimately, the Jags get it done here. Ideally, they win outright, but they definitely cover.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
shitty are we that we're a football podcast? Well, not technically just football, but mainly NFL focused betting podcast, and we totally blew over the Puka Nakua injury.
Yeah. I had that in my notes, too. I just straight up forgot.
Jags are 5-4.
That doesn't fit the
Oh,
narrative, does
above,
it?
above 500 is what you're telling me.
Yeah,
You
dude.
also had some fucking. They were sending over 3 and 13 teams at one point, and they were getting wins.
Well, I'll buck that trend. I will not give us a squad ride here. I'm going the Rams. I
I
wanted
think
to
they'll
pick
be
the
2-0.
Jaguars. I wanted to pick the Jaguars. I wanted to be jagging off because I don't think I've picked. I don't know when I've ever really backed the Jags this year. I've kind of
It's a
been a
good time.
Jag hater.
And that's why you're
Um,
negative, buddy.
well, so that's why I was gonna pick the Jags this week, but self scout, I'm fading myself this week, so I am gonna take the Rams. Moving on
But you go
to
like
the next.
4-11 or something this week, just because you got a little too confident.
I mean, that's been par for the course for how I've been going lately, so can't get much worse. Uh, Moving on to the Vrabel revenge game. Patriots heading into Tennessee. Tennessee firing Brian Callahan. Uh, just a lot of
He's
bad things
bad.
going on in Tennessee for the Titans. Patriots are a touchdown, 7-point road favorites. And yeah, Mike Vrabel revenge game. What does that mean to you, Nick?
It means that Drake May is going to drag his nutsack over the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, the Titans are in disarray. They're just, yeah. I hope they find their footing at some point. This week's not the week with that. They're going to find their footing. And Drake May's looking pretty fucking fire. The Pats are looking very, very solid as a team. I don't see in this world how Tennessee can find a way to cover. Unless if, some divine intervention comes down and somehow makes Cam Ward a usable starting NFL quarterback, then maybe. But even then, I'm still going to go with the Pats. So, give me New England.
Rogan, you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. I just said how I was gonna go against how I felt, but this is one game that I can't do that on. Uh, Mike Vrabel, revenge game. Vrabel shouldn't have been let go in Tennessee. I think hindsight's 2020, and everybody can agree with that. But I think Vrabel goes in there, has his team ready to play, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots win by like 30 this week, just to leave his mark on, let the owners know that they should not have got rid of him. And I think you might even see some Tennessee fans cheering for the Patriots to do that to their own Titans. So I'm going to go New England.
Even a bigger story than Brian Callahan being fired. His father, the coach, the offensive line coach, resigned, unfortunately, because that didn't do a whole lot for him. But that O line was atrocious in protecting Cam Ward. So, could be a big story. Got a vacancy in the O line coaching position. Maybe Cam Ward gets a little bit more protection because would have been better than Callahan's dad. But yeah, I mean, like Brogan pointed out, Vrabel revenge game. I guess I'm willing to eat a little bit of crow that Drake May is actually a competent NFL quarterback. I suppose. But yeah, I think he's progressing well. I mean, the next test of a good quarterback, though, obviously for all degenerate sports fans, are can you cover a spread? And I say yes, he can. Give me the Patriots here.
All right, our first squad ride of the week, and it's all on the Patriots. So for those of you listening, Take out
What can go
all the money you
wrong?
can and put it on the Titans.
Cam Ward, 400-yard game coming. Nick, how you feeling?
Shut up.
I do need to ask about your 9-win Titan team.
They're not the Jets.
You're correct. They're not quite the worst team in football, but they have one win more than the worst team in football.
You know, it's they're not that. They're not the Jets.
They didn't
All
play
right.
the Jets this year.
That's all I got.
'Cause holy shit.
We'll move on. Get off of this garbage talk. One of the closest games of the week, pretty much a pick 'em. The Eagles are traveling to Minnesota. The Vikings are apparently back in the United States, and we're not relegated to Europe. Vikings coming off a bye after being in Ireland and then London, so their first game back in the United States for about a month. I've seen reports that J.J. McCarthy is still not 100%, and they probably won't play him. So I think this is going to be a Carl Wentz revenge game coming off a bye. Eagles are currently favored by 1.5 points, so pretty much pick them. But Nick, you taking the Birds or are you taking Carl Wentz and the
How the
Vikings?
fuck is this game a pick 'em? I don't understand that. Carl
Well,
Wentz isn't that good. I understand Jalen Hurts isn't that great either. But, like, come on, dog. It's the Eagles. I know they've been disappointing the past couple of weeks, but most teams have had, like, disappointing weeks here and there, right?
Disappointing could be an understatement. Like, that offense has been fucking putrid.
Yeah. No, I get that. I don't see how the Vikings can keep up with the Eagles. I don't see any world where Philadelphia doesn't cover this week. With a spread that razor thin, there's no way the Eagles don't cover. If they don't, I will take a shot for next week, just for this one. I will put an
Putting
extra.
Birds in as a lock.
I will put an extra fucking layer on this shit. There's no way the Birds don't cover this.
All right, so we can put a caveat in that lock section.
I've already got it.
I've
Putting it down now.
I haven't rooted this hard for Minnesota since Brett Favre was on the team back in 09, 2010 season.
Yeah, I don't love this because I did see this as a bounce back game for Philly. Philly's obviously lost last week, but Philly played on Thursday night, so they have basically the, half bye. So I'm not taking the Vikings coming off a bye to be a huge advantage here since Philadelphia also had longer time to prepare for this game. Philly's been putrid on offense, like Nick kind of brought up. And everything's screaming Carl Wentz is going to have a big revenge game here, but I'm also going to go Philly.
Ooh, decisions. Yeah, so I mean, the obvious play here would be, you could say, like what you guys were saying earlier. I was looking at this and I had it in my notes when it was at 2.5. Now it got down to 1.5. That's crazy. Like, Eagles at Vikings, obviously it's a get right spot for the Eagles. You can clearly make the case for that. Coming off of an embarrassing loss to the New York Football Giants, I get it. Jackson Dart can get the best of anyone, and the Eagles got it. But I mean, I think that they're just going to be overall more ready. That D line still going to make whoever's playing quarterback under center super uncomfortable, looking like Carl Wentz, and we know what happens when Carl Wentz has to scramble, try and make plays with his legs. At I don't even know how old he is right now, but look for a fumble, maybe a defensive touchdown for the Eagles. Go Birds! Already got a couple of those already this season. So give me the Eagles. Don't overthink this one.
Yeah, back-to-back squad rides.
Love it.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
I don't even know if I had it down. Put it down to the lock bucket. Yeah,
Yeah, buddy.
all right. Well, so we have a squad ride and a squad lock on the Eagles -1.5. So that will be an additional play in the parlay of the week. So we'll have a 4-legger this week.
haven't had that happen in a while.
No. this is one of those lines that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and usually that's bad news for the team that everybody's like, why the hell is this line the way it is? So we might all be
Yeah.
fucked there, but
Don't
I
matter.
think
Don't
all
matter.
right. Moving on to a AFC West game, the Raiders head into Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs off of that big home win against the Lions last week, and the Raiders were beating up on the Titans. Uh, Chiefs are home 11.5 point favorites. Nick, how do you feel in this AFC West battle?
That's tough. The Raiders have been pretty dog shit. Okay, first off, let me congratulate Patrick Mahomes. I've been a big Mahomes hater for a very, very long time. Good job, Mahomes, for last week. Being able to dismantle the Lions the way he did. Good for you, buddy. Like a little pat on the back. You get proud.
In the NFC.
You get a no. The Lions aren't the best team in the NFC. It's still the Packers, but you get a pat on the back, Mahomes. Good job for working with fucking I don't know mailmen as your wide receivers and some geriatric fuck named Travis Kelce, Mr. Pharma. Yeah, good for you,
Now?
huh?
You anti-vax, Nick?
Dude, I am pro Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't say I'm anti-vax. I think vaccine. Okay, you know what?
Believe in science. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
I'm a biology major, man. But
You did graduate recently. Congrats.
I did. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, congrats.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Everybody goes to college for 7 years, actually.
I think it was actually for 7 years too. Yeah, so I don't know, 11.5 points. That's really tough. It's a divisional game. The Raiders have been playing like shit. The Chiefs obviously looked really great last week, and they're getting back Rashid Rice this week. They're going to be. I think they're going to slowly work Rashid Rice back into the offense, but that's pretty exciting for Kansas City.
So
Are they? Do you think they're?
He's been practicing with the team since week 4. Like he just couldn't play. He was suspended. He was hurt.
No, I understand that, but like games are different than practice, you know.
For sure, but I think that they're going to be like, you do all this shit on your own, and then you come back to us, and we are going to use you as fast as we can. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be in his like normal whatever he got, like 70-some% of the snap count, but he's going to be a big factor.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know. I think though the spread at being 11.5 is pretty tough for just about anybody. Usually when it's over 10, that's when I start. You know, the only time I confidently said, "Oh yeah, hammer the fucking spread on this game," was last week for the Packers. That bit me in the ass because Matt LaFleur is a fucking nincompoop when it comes to play calling. Great head coach, just a nincompoop for fucking play calling. He frustrates me so much. Give me the Raiders. I think 11.5 points. It's just a lot, especially for a divisional rival. I don't know. It's tough.
So, I had such a hard time. I wrote like just a good handicap for both these teams, and it was tough. Like the Raiders just aren't good. I mean, Geno Smith has turned the ball over in every game of this year except one, which as a quarterback, that's terrible.
Yep.
Kansas City, like, yeah, I can see the case for Kansas City. They're getting way too many points, 11.5. That is a lot of points for a divisional game. But they are getting Rice back, and it's going to be a large reason why. But they are going to be starting to look like the old Chiefs. And what did the old Chiefs used to do besides the Raiders last year? They used to just fuck everybody up. I think Mahomes was scrambling last week, finally having his security blanket receiver back. It's going to be helping in a massive way. Give me the Chiefs here.
Oh, and I'd like to just really quick bounce board off that fucking shit. Good for the Seahawks on knowing when to release quarterbacks. From Russell Wilson, as soon as they got rid of Wilson went straight downhill, and then getting rid of fucking Geno Smith, and Geno Smith is now looking dog shit. Good for them.
Yeah, but they picked up Sam Darnold, which he is playing great, but they picked up Sam Darnold.
Okay,
Like, come on.
dude. Okay, but Sam Darnold, what's their record right now? What's the
record? How'd he do last week? Turn it back into a pumpkin is what he's doing.
Okay. Everybody has bad weeks, buddy.
I wish you guys.
And he had a couple bad weeks last year.
Yesterday, I wish, because I would have loved to just hear you guys ramble all day about just completely sidetrack.
You see, this is why we needed you here, because Sean brought up the fucking anti-vax shit.
We would have had a fucking 7-hour podcast. It would have been awesome.
All right. Well, we're on pace for 6.5 now, so I'm going to keep us moving.
We would have been so hammered.
I am glad Sean picked the Chiefs, because we could not go 3 squad rides in a row after how bad the squad rides went last week. I also wanted to pick the Chiefs in this game, but like I said, I am fading myself, so I am going to go the Raiders. I do not trust Geno Smith. And I am not happy about this pick, but I am fading myself, so I'm going to go the Raiders.
I'm feeling so good right now.
Somebody else take this one real quick. I'm gonna go crack open a beer because I'm feeling a great buzz going on right now after those 5 shots.
Why the fuck didn't you chase?
Shut up. This is I was not going to get drunk tonight, but those shots got me feeling some type of way that I need to continue this feeling. And if you want my pick, just so I'm not backpacking off you guys, I'm gonna go with Carolina because Justin Fields is fucking terrible.
All right, so
yeah,
that went from
great analysis.
Take this one, so I don't want to do it yet, to here's my pick. So yeah, Nick's taking Carolina. The next game is Carolina at the Jets. The Panthers are road favorites of 1.5 points. So again, just about a pick 'em. So Nick's going Carolina. For me, for me, this is another just fade what I think. I have liked Carolina this year. I have picked them multiple times. I wanted to pick Carolina here, and the Jets looked like ass. They are ass. They're coming back from London, and for no particular reason otherwise than it just doesn't make sense, I think the Jets are going to win this game. So I am going to take the Jets plus 1.5 points. That's all I got. Doesn't make sense. Don't love it, but I'm going to take the Jets.
What are you doing, buddy? Are you high?
Did you go against your picks did you straight up age yourself every game this week?
Every game besides the Patriots game, yes, I have gone against what I wanted to pick.
What about the Philly game?
I wanted to go Minnesota because I feel like that's a game that everybody's going to be like, Philly has to win this. So I was going to pick Minnesota, but then because I'm fading myself, I'm picking Philly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I respect the hustle. Okay.
The only game so far that I've actually picked that I'm following my gut on is New England.
Okay. I respect the hustle. Cracking open a Miller Lite, BT Dubs.
Oh yeah, dude.
All right, Sean, can you get us off this? Can you get us off this dumpster fire of a game, please?
Yeah, I'll go quick. Yeah, it'd be a smash spot here if the Panthers were playing at home, but they're absolutely dominating up front with fucking Rico Dowdle. So
yeah, bro, that's wild.
It's awesome. I'm here for it. I wish I got him on my fantasy team. I wish I picked him up on the waivers before, but unfortunately I didn't. I'm just here for it. I mean, the Panthers are 3-3. I still don't know. I might have drunkenly bet their season over, so I got to double check that. But the Panther team. This Panthers team should realistically get somewhere between that 7 and 8 win margin, and they're definitely going to pick up a win here. They're definitely going to beat the shit out of the Jets, and they also might be looking ahead because they got one of those good AFC teams in Buffalo. I think at Buffalo next week, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Or no, they got them at home, so it'd be a sneaky spot for them to catch a dub. But little bit of a look ahead angle. Don't love that. But yeah, no. Give me Panthers all the way here.
How the fuck did the Jets look so good week 1 and then just shit? Whatever.
That was their dumping the Gatorade game. Like, new coach, everything, you get it done.
And they didn't even get it done. They didn't even get it
Now they're
done.
dealing with the consequences.
The Steelers' defense was not great to start the year. Now that it's great right now,
It's
and the Jets
better.
were able to just run all over them. So that's how they stayed in the game. I think they had like 300 or 400 yards rushing. Like it was an insane rushing attack. And then teams figured out if you can just stop the rush, the Jets literally cannot throw the ball with Justin Fields. So,
What are they going to be
anyways,
doing triple option?
He's just so scared to throw interceptions, bro. Whatever.
yeah, we're getting off this fucking game.
Dude.
Shut up, Nick.
I also
We're
don't
moving
want to
on.
talk about this game either. This game's also a
and
dumpster
it's gonna
fire.
be such a great game coming up. Yeah.
Dude, give me the Browns. Tua. I love watching Tua lowlights. That's kind of my favorite thing to do right now is watching Tua lowlights. It's fun. It's really fun. I think Dylan Gabriel will provide just enough of a spark for Cleveland to be able to cover. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, shut up. Thanks for letting me even introduce the game. It's the Dolphins heading to Cleveland. Cleveland's home favorites by 2.5 points, and Nick is taking Cleveland minus 2.5. Thanks, Nick. Enjoy your Miller Lite. Sean and I got it covered from here. I wanted to take the Dolphins. I'm fading myself, so I'm taking the Browns. Sean, are we gonna have a squad right on the Browns, or are you taking the Fins?
Unfortunately, we got a squad right on the Browns. The Browns.
Oh,
I mean, the pass
boy.
defense. It's going to make Tua real uncomfortable. I hope that he doesn't get hurt. I hope he gets the ball off quick. But God damn it, Myles Garrett could kill this man.
Does
And
this?
I do like it. I don't feel good about it. I may have been a scumbag earlier before my frontal lobe was developed. Wished some not so chill things on some NFL athletes, but I really would prefer to not watch someone die on the field. So I hope Tua gets the ball off. I hope he slides. And all that being said, look for Dylan Gabriel to get his first NFL win of the year. First NFL win of his career, I think.
Yeah, it is of his career.
Yeah.
He's a rookie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Does their stats department have squad rides like all-time totals?
No, just
We did at one
they were
point through word of mouth.
absolute
and
ass.
God, we need to fire
may
them.
Be close to 500. Maybe close to 500.
Dude, get Reese on here for our stats department, Sean. And
Yeah. She's too busy making biscuits sometimes. I don't know where
unfortunate.
she's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably fucking around. Right, hiding in a cabinet is what she's probably doing. She knows to steer clear of me when I'm drinking. I'm getting hot NFL takes.
It's funny because as soon as I went to grab a beer and I saw a Grammy and I was like, oh, you look like you need some head scratches right now. Picked her up, put her on my lap. She immediately left.
Now, Nick, are we rocking with a 12-ouncer or a 16-ouncer of Miller Lite?
12.
Amateur.
I know.
All right.
Amateur. The 16-ounces are a lot colder.
Let's keep this program
Get
moving.
back on track.
We got a rematch of Super Bowl 44 for all those who remember 2007.
Oh.
Devin Hester running the kickback.
Ew.
The Saints head into Chicago. The Bears have back-to-back 25-24 wins, I believe. So if anybody wants to bet correct score out there, do we see that 3 weeks in a row? Maybe. But yeah, the Bears at home favored by 4.5 points over Spencer Rattler and the Saints. What do you like, Nick?
Oh.
Rogan, I hate to do this to you, but it was Saints and Colts.
That was Saints and Colts. Oh, boy.
Oh, you are feeling these UV blue shots.
Oh,
aren't you?
boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Jesus. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Let's go, please.
I'm looking at my sheet, and I have Nolans down, and I think it's purely out of hatred for the Bears, out of pure hatred for crying Caleb.
We know you're rooting against the Bears, and we know that you're picking Packers every week for the next 17 weeks. Come on. What are we doing here?
Well, have I faded the Packers yet? I'll look at that in a second.
I already checked. You did not. every week. Every week. Yep.
Have I faded the Bears every week? Okay, I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. This one is tough, because isn't Olave coming off of injury now? I thought I just
He's
saw
always coming off injury.
He's perpetually concussed.
I know he is.
He's more fucked than Tua.
But I think the past couple of weeks he was injured, and now he's coming back. Olave's a great receiver. If he could just stay healthy, which is unfortunate. I don't know.
Slant boy.
At 4.5 points, I'm going to go against my gut. And this is going to be the first week that I will root for the Bears, unfortunately. Because now that I'm looking at Saints-Bears, I'm like, I don't know, dude. The Bears are a more complete team than the Saints. And it hurts me to say that. The only thing the Bears don't have over the Saints is quarterback. But I'm sure the Bears will find a way to persevere and overcome crying Caleb Williams. So give me the Bears.
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed that I combined somehow the Colts playing the Saints and the Colts playing the Bears, and then just eliminated the Colts and put Saints versus Bears in the Super Bowl, because they're both fucking NFC teams too. So this UV blue is doing unreal things to my brain, and maybe that's helping me. This is one of the other few games that I can just not fade myself. I want to take the Bears here, and I'm going to take the Bears here because I am a believer in Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams, and I hate Spencer Rattler. So not fading myself here, and I'm going with the Bears.
Going back on it, stats department's come back. This is actually, I'm about 500 with betting on the Bears. Like, I bet on the Bears every other week. So, not that much of a hater.
All right.
Not
Sean,
quite, but you
we're
also...
going to have a squad ride.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, I do have a W for Chicago in my season projections because I have the Saints winning exactly 2 games, which they are way ahead of schedule at the moment. But, yeah, sadly, I like what I've seen from this Bears team the last couple of weeks. I know they were off, so they even got more time, but it pains me. Like, they look pretty decent on Monday. They did play Monday, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Monday night game.
Yeah, I like what I saw to them. They should. I really was rooting for the Redskins. My heart was in it, but I also had Brewers NLCS game 1, so that was more of a priority watch than a Monday night week 6 game. So still checked in every once in a while. Regardless, I'm rambling. Bears teams look good. Caleb Williams still zesty as hell. Good quarterback. Hell of a lot better than Rattler. Give me the Bears.
I wouldn't say hell of a lot better. Rattler's probably ranked number 25 quarterback, and Crying Caleb's probably 24.
Where would you put him if he was drafted by anyone other than the Bears?
Does he still paint his fingernails and cry after games?
I don't care. You didn't watch much college football of him, did you?
I watched his highlights. That's about it.
What team did he play on?
He played for fuck.
Oh, fuck.
I want to say UFC, but then I'm like, no, that's not right. It's something. Fuck.
Yep, no, UFC is Dana White's company.
Yeah, I know it is. Fuck. I forget what team he fucking played. They have red jerseys.
All right. All right, let's move on. You were very close. It's USC, Southern California.
USC. That's
yeah, very close.
Reggie White. Not Reggie White. Jesus. Reggie Bush. Come on.
We are a mess. Let's move on to a game that is pretty exciting. The Colts heading out west to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. Chargers are home 1.5 point favorites. How do we feel about this one?
Yeah.
I completely see what you did here, though. New Orleans is right under Indy in the spreadsheet.
I don't know what the UV blue. I'm blaming it on. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they were leading off. If you did that, I'd say you were absolutely like, give this man his keys. He's ready. But
If we're segueing to me after that, I have Indiana. I like what I've seen out of them. Last week, obviously, they didn't fucking destroy like that happened the past couple of weeks. And the Chargers, I mean, it just feels like the Chargers play a lot of teams close. Herbert's MVP hype really died down. I don't know. This one's really tough. This one's quite literally a pick'ems. I'm gonna go with Indiana. I have a better feeling with them. I don't know why. I don't know how. Because fucking Justin Herbert is a much better quarterback than Daniel Jones. But it's kind of fun to ride the high of Daniel Jones, So give me Indiana Jones. And I guess yeah, that's it. I eat my words on Indiana being the worst team in the NFL this year. Good for you guys. Giving props to Indiana as well. Good job.
Shout out the Indiana Colts. Nick cannot go 1-5 in his locks anymore because he just goes off the rails here. It's the Indianapolis Colts, buddy.
Fuck!
I had
you
to go
know
with
ball.
Colts.
I think these shots and these drinks are catching up to me right now. I haven't eaten anything
You are
today.
getting your protein intake, though. I figured you didn't.
No, the only thing I ate today was some eggs at like 8 a.m. and then those 5 shots along with this beer. So, yeah.
That's what I was telling Hannah when we were going to be. I was trying to explain to her that you and Brogan had to take 5 shots, and I would have been dialed in on the Brewers drunk. So it would have been any listeners at this point.
No,
it would have been way worse last night.
This is a mess. I'm making up Super Bowls. Nick's making up NFL teams. I am also going with the Indiana Colts. I'm actually going to go with Indianapolis Colts, and this is me fading myself. I have rode the Chargers the last 5 weeks. I wanted to ride the Chargers again this week, but I am fading myself, so I am going with the Colts out in LA. Sean, another squad ride, or are you going to take the Chargers?
Yeah, so this one, I don't know what the hell happened. They missed my notes section for the handicap. I mean, Jonathan Taylor, better running back than whoever the hell the Chargers currently have. Give me the Colts here. I mean, the Midwest travels. Charger fans aren't real. It's Indianapolis, like Colts fans, they got nothing to do right now. They're going to take over that stadium. They're going to make it real uncomfortable. And unfortunately, my Colts season wins under total is going to be destroyed by Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, give me the Colts here.
Yeah, and unfortunately...
Oh, no, because they might have a chance to do it next week.
We have 5 squad rides already, which is not good. So if you're listening still...
We're just about to make it 6, baby.
We got Giants head to Denver to take on the Broncos. Broncos are home 7-point favorites. Who are you going with, Nick?
Sean and I are both going with the Giants. That's it. We're real happy with Scattaboo and
Smoking on that dart pack, son.
that dart pack. I already knew what Sean was gonna go with, so I'm just gonna make it easy. All right. We're doing another squad ride with the Giants. The Giants are definitely going to cover. Maybe not win, but they're definitely going to cover this game. Now, honestly, I could definitely see them even winning, too.
In the words of the infamous Lee Corso, not so fast, midget. Yeah. As much as I believe in this Giants team, and Lord knows I do, I hope they get a win here. I was doing some deep diving last night into rookie NFL quarterbacks' first starts at Mile High, along with rookie running back starts in Mile High, and unfortunately, the AI can only do so much. They weren't able to give me all of the intel or any of the intel, and I just think that's going to be a little bit too much for him. This Broncos defense, it's still fucking really good. I do believe in this Giants team. I do think that they can get 7, 8, ideally 9 wins and a playoff berth. But that is not here. I think Broncos win, or at least cover.
Okay.
It's got that 7. It's got the 7 points. I love that for a possible push.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Sean, for picking the Broncos here because I wanted to take the Broncos, but I am taking the Giants because I'm fading myself. However, if we were going to have another squad ride, I was going to go against that and pick the Broncos. So I am taking the Giants simply to fade myself, but I do think the Broncos are going to Broncos and Mile High is going to give Jackson Dart and Scadaboo a little bit of trouble. Moving on to the game. What do you got, Nick?
I was gonna say no. Just keep going.
I mean,
I was gonna get a little whimsical. Don't worry about it. It's the alcohol talking.
All right, moving on to the game that we're all interested in. Packers heading out to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Packers are road 6.5-point favorites. Nick, why are you taking the Packers this week?
Dude, there's no way the Packers don't cover this week. The Cardinals, dude, the Cardinals just don't look that great. And Green Bay, I mean, granted, Green Bay's been allowing teams to stay in the game and whatever. Didn't the last time the Packers played the Cardinals, didn't we fucking just blow their backs out like they were Riley Reid on set? Like, it was fucking horrendous last time we played the Cardinals. We destroyed them. And I think it's going to be another one. I don't think we're going to destroy them this year. But we're definitely going to put up a show. And we're definitely going to cover. And Jordan Love's going to show everybody why he's the future MVP this year. So give me the Packers.
If you're doing a guessing game at home, you can probably also guess Nick's favorite adult film star. That's all I got. That's my handicap of the game. Brogan, you want to take this one?
Yeah. So maybe surprisingly or not surprisingly, I like the Cardinals against the Packers. Only because it's 6.5, and the Packers refuse to stomp on teams. And the fact that this is in Arizona, I could see this being a game. Packers win, but it being a 6 3-point game. The one thing that scares me too, the Packers' new kicker, not having McManus. I know the kicker made a few kicks. I didn't even watch the Packers-Bengals game, so I don't have a whole lot of analysis. But
I turned it off in the fourth quarter and watched some shitty horror.
Anyways, I could see the kicker missing a kick or something that keeps this game close. So I am going to take the Packers because I'm fading myself. But I kind of do like the Arizona Cardinals here being a little sneaky, especially if Jacoby Brissett's still playing quarterback for them. So, Sean, did you pick somebody, or are you picking Riley Reid?
Unfortunately, she is not available. So, probably not.
Bring her on the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, adult film stars on podcasts are just not great.
Dude, she knows balls, bro. She knows balls. She'd probably be really good at the NFL. She's probably real familiar with several of the fucking players, She could give us an inside scoop.
Sure. Why not? Send her, the social media department can get on that one.
I've been trying for years.
I think, I bet. 6.5. I think it's just too much for the Packers. That I understand we got a good defense. I'm a Packer fan. I'm a Packer homer. I love the Packers. I live for everything green and gold. But I don't Matt LaFleur first half. Sure, he can script plays like a motherfucker. We can get opening touchdown drives. Awesome, but we will completely. And this is more my frustration. We will completely just abandon the run with Josh Jacobs when he's getting 5-6 yards of crack. I don't know what we'll do. I don't know what we're doing. We'll try some bubble screen bullshit with Savion Williams or something. And that's no disrespect to Savion Williams. I think him and all the all the receivers are pretty decent, pretty solid. But when the going gets tough, you got to hang your hat on the ability to run the ball, and we just have not this year. I don't know why. We got one of the best backs to do it this year in Josh Jacobs. And on top of all that, we're not going to be focused. Our heads aren't going to be on straight. Jordan Love's going to be thinking about fucking next week when he's got to deal with all those yins or assholes screaming, throwing shit at him instead in fucking Pittsburgh. Like, we got a look ahead spot to his predecessor in Aaron Rodgers. Like, that's the biggest revenge game that I've seen in a fucking minute. Massive look ahead spot. Give me the fucking Cardinals. I'm done rambling. I don't even like the Cardinals.
An all-time ramble from Scene there. That was a good one. Moving on to what might be a good one, an NFC North. Jesus, this UV blue. NFC East. NFC East matchup. The Commanders, who got beat by the Bears at home, playing the Cowboys, who lost to the Panthers. Commanders are road 2.5-point favorites coming to Jerry World to take on the Cowboys. Jerry's probably going to be flipping off the Commanders fans. Nick, who are you going to back?
Dog, this one's tough. This one's real tough.
Say the word.
I don't know what word you're actually referring to. I don't know. I have Dallas written down. I'm gonna go with Dallas. I'm gonna go with my gut.
Damn it.
It's gonna be tough. This one's gonna be a really tough game for Dallas to cover. Are they? They're not favored, are they? Wait.
No, Commanders are favored.
Okay, perfect. That's exactly why I chose Dallas. That's exactly why I chose Dallas. I'm gonna definitely ride with Dallas. Yeah. Give me Dallas. It's gonna be tough. I think once again, Dak Prescott is probably one of the most disrespected quarterbacks in the league, and I think it's just because he's on the Cowboys. He's a very, very, very solid QB. And Washington lost to crying Caleb Williams last week. And fucking Dak Prescott is fucking light years better than crying Caleb Williams. So give me Dallas for this week. They'll be able to cover. I don't know about win. It's probably going to come down to the wire. But give me Dallas.
Yeah, I can make this one quick. I want to go Commanders. I think Jaden Daniels is only going to keep getting better as he keeps coming off of his injury. The Commanders should have won if it wasn't for that fumble at the end that gave the Bears the ball back. And that was kind of like due to the weather and everything in that shit game. I think the Commanders are going to bounce back this week, so that's why I wanted to pick the Commanders. But fading myself, I'm going to be riding the Cowboys as well. So we might have a Cowboys squad ride here if Sean also takes the Cowboys.
Well, I've been reading ESPN articles on. Oh, we can talk about that at the end about some NBA news. Anyway, yeah, I mean they had an embarrassing loss last week for Dak. Look for a get right spot here. Give me the Cowboys. Not a whole lot to say.
All right, another squad ride on the Cowboys.
I will say I am on an island, and we can either highlight this week or just denegate, I believe, whatever the term is, as to why I didn't win or why I won by a slim margin at the end of the season. And it'll be this week. It's a make or break. I'm on an island a couple times here. We're good. Let's get it.
The Sunday night game, the Falcons going off that big win against the Bills, taking on the Niners, who have been decimated by injuries and still finding a way to win, though. The Niners are home 2.5-point favorites. Should be a good game on Sunday night, and can't wait to see the shitty stats that PFF has for us. Nick, who do you like in this game?
I like Atlanta. I think they're a very solid and emerging team. Penis is looking solid. I don't know. This one's really tough too. But I think they're going to be able to cover. I'm just going to call it there. Just give me Atlanta.
Yeah, I also liked Atlanta, but Fred Warner being hurt, I think is obvious. I mean, losing a guy of that caliber is tough for any team. But the Niners already losing Joey Bosa and having all the injuries on offense they have. I don't know how they keep winning. So I also wanted to go Atlanta here, but fading myself, my actual pick is going to be the 49ers.
Yeah, I think the buck stops here, or at least the covering buck stops here for the 49ers. Like you said, Brogan. I mean, losing Joey Bosa, that was a massive blow, and losing another just like key loss of talk about a heartbeat of a team in Fred Warner. Which either of you guys see the injury? Because it didn't look crazy, but I was looking for like a completely like 90-degree angle bend or anything in that ankle, and it wasn't. But I mean, all the like Tampa Bay and 49er players alike were just coming over, giving their respect to him. The guy means just so much to the team. And that Falcons offensive line has been pushing people around all season so far. So look for Bijan Robinson to have a big game. Give me the dirty birds of Atlanta.
Yeah, and one correction I just wanted to hop on. I don't know if I said Joey Bosa. Probably did due to the UV blue, but I heard Sean say Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa was the one who used to be on the Chargers, is now on the Bills. Nick Bosa is the Bosa that we're looking for on the Niners. Like I said, Sean, I don't
Yeah,
know if it's just you. I think I might have also said Joey Bosa,
probably just me.
but
I said it earlier
just
in the
wanted
podcast too.
right. The correct Bosa for the
Everybody's just
Niners is
firing on all
Nick.
cylinders.
Moving on to the first Monday night game, because once again we have to have two of them, because one's
I
not good
absolutely
enough.
hate this.
I
can
hate
get rid of
that.
this shit anytime.
I hate
Yep.
that so fucking much.
At least the exciting one, or the one that I'm maybe most excited for, is the early one, and that's Tampa Bay heading to
Oh,
Detroit,
it should be a great game.
taking on the Lions. The Lions are favored by 5.5 points at home. I think that line's kind of a little bit surprising after how the Lions looked last week, and the Buccaneers being the best team in the NFL so far, some might say. But I do know the Buccaneers are decimated in their wide receiver room. So,
Rogan, how pumped are you that Baker Mayfield is like third
like,
in the MVP voting right now?
love it. I mean, this guy deserves his flowers. Everybody wanted to shit on, well, maybe at him.
Shit.
Yeah.
Also on
Diarrhea.
him for the Browns, the Panthers, and it's nice to see him in an
What about the
actual
Rams?
decent. I mean, he played like one or two games for him, didn't he? I mean, he looked decent, so I don't think anybody was going to shit on him on the Rams. But yeah, it's good to see
Got
Baker
his money.
getting his
Got
flowers.
paid.
Dude,
But yeah, Nick, are you going to be backing Baker in this game?
I initially was, and then I was like, I don't know, something in my fucking gut was just like, nah, dude, Detroit's just gonna run away with it. I really want to back Baker. I really like Baker. I love his cockiness. I love his fucking dog mentality. I've always really liked Baker Mayfield as a player and as a person. But for some reason, I had Tampa Bay initially, and then something in my fucking balls just told me to go with Detroit. So went with Detroit. So essentially, I'm pulling a Brogan, and I'm fading myself. So we're gonna go with Detroit here. No specific reasoning besides like the fucking wide receiver room for Tampa is just gone, just non-existent. So give me Detroit.
Yeah, also fading myself here. Would love to go Tampa Bay and back Baker, but fading myself, so I will also be going Detroit. Sean?
Now, this is a battle of technically both my preseason NFC, AFC, whatever you call it, division winner parlays of the BBC and the BBL, of the Bucks, Bills, Chiefs, and Bucks, Bills, Lions division winner parlays, which did and probably will still pay out a pretty penny given the Chiefs and the, I guess, Bills and the Patriots situation at the moment. I'm sure it's still going to pay out some kind of nice plus money. But yeah, I mean, the Lions are just going to be pissed after last week, just how they handle it. Do we know the situation? Like, did they suspend? Who was it?
Yeah,
Branch?
Brian Branch is suspended this game. Yep.
Yeah, which he was baited into that massively. Like, I don't know. You, Brogan, you definitely didn't watch it. Nick, you probably didn't watch it. Where Mahomes ran into the end zone and, like, excuse me, flexed in front and, like, pointed to the sideline or whatever the shit. Just cocking off. And Then he's like, hey, man, good game, blah, 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 all that shit to Branch at the end. Obviously, the dude's going to fucking walk right past you. He's pissed. One, he's a dirty player. Two, not that great of a sport. Like,
Well,
that's...
there's another thing. Mahomes should have got flagged for that play because he spun the ball at Branch, which is flag. That's a flag. It's
Yeah, but the Chiefs didn't end up getting any flags.
Yeah, I know. The NFL loves the Chiefs. But Patrick Mahomes should have got flagged for that celebration. It was fucking ridiculous that he didn't. They would have flagged literally anybody else in the league, except it's their fucking golden boy, so they won't. But yeah, I did watch that actually.
All right,
No,
so Dean, who are you going with?
Embarrassing. Anyway, sorry. Long story short, give me the Lions. They may blow Tampa Bay out by like 2+ scores.
Let's go!
Dan Campbell might go for every fourth down here. He's gonna be fucking pissed.
He's gonna be on his own 20-yard line and says, "Fuck it, let's ball."
Yeah, give me Gibbs.
All right, one more squad ride for all those at home. So take Baker and the Buccaneers, please. Last game of the week, the Texans head into Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Seahawks are home 3-point favorites. Who are you taking on this one, Nick? CJ Stroud?
No. I mean, I view CJ Stroud like how I view Cry and Caleb. They're both kind of bottom feeders in the league. I know it's fade the Seahawks when they're at home, but he's against CJ Stroud. So it's just like, to me, that's an insta-dub. So give me the Seahawks. I'm going to grab another beer. I'm going to keep it short. I need some refreshments.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Sean, go ahead.
All right, lovely. I mean, yeah, like, just give me the Seahawks here. Let's see what happens when Houston has to play a healthy team for once at an away environment. I mean, the 12s are going to be going berserk. Texans aren't good. That's all I got.
Yeah, this is the only other game this week outside of New England that I'm actually taking who I want to take. I'm also going to take Seattle here at -3, favored by 3 points. Line doesn't make any sense. Seattle does kind of struggle at home, it seems like, but I don't think the Texans are impressive by any means. So it's really weird to see that line only be 3. If it was 4.5 or something, it'd be more believable to me. But I think at 3, you got to go with the Seahawks. So we're going to have one more squad ride on the Seahawks. All right.
We got a couple less than last week.
We're in danger. Teams on buys this week is just the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. So 15 games this week, and we just went over them all. Moving on to a segment that we should probably just get rid of. We're talking about our losers. So we used to call this heaters. Can't call it heaters if you never hit one. So anyways, my one heater or loser this week, whatever you want to go by, is Tez Johnson anytime touchdown +210. So I'm sure everyone's aware that we already brought up that the Buccaneers receiving room is in shambles. And I think Baker's going to have a big game, so he's going to be chucking around to his wide receivers. And Tez Johnson's going to have a lot of snaps because he's one of the only healthy receivers left. The one other piece I had for the Tez Johnson anytime touchdown is, I don't know if you guys saw the post-game interview in the locker room, but Tez Johnson scored last week, and people were chanting MVP. And Tez Johnson was like, damn, like, I didn't do anything this year. Why are they chanting MVP? Well, everybody was chanting MVP for Baker, not Tez Johnson. But Tez took it as they were chanting MVP for him. So anyways, I like the vibes that Tez Johnson has, and it's +210 still. And I think Tez Johnson's going to find the end zone again. So I'm going to take Tez Johnson as my heater this week. Do you guys have any heaters? Or should we just completely scrap this segment?
Nah, we got to keep it. But this week I don't have any. There wasn't anything that I really particularly liked for a straight heater.
All right. See?
We call that a losing fucking attitude, dude. I completely forgot about heaters. So I'm just gonna go with I'm just gonna go with what I know in my gut, and that is unfortunately the state of Wisconsin sports. And Wisconsin sports, we're aside from the Packers at the moment, and because the Bucks have not tipped off for the open and regular season, we got football, we got baseball. We're not going to talk about the Brewers. Put your life savings on the Dodgers. There's no way they lose this series. There's no chance. If they do force a game 7, though, I will be there with my family in attendance because we secured those tickets, and there's just no way they're going to make it to a game 7. Don't get us in the arena. There's no fucking way. But we're not talking baseball right now. We're talking football. We got, and Saturday, October 18th, we got the Buckeyes visiting Wisconsin at Camp Randall. We are going to be doing some alternate spread betting for funsies. We are going to go, let's see here. Spread is currently 24.5 for the Buckeyes. Seeming pretty safe. So we are going to go over 35.5 Ohio State plus 270. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, Iowa hit that last week, and Iowa does not have the team that Ohio State does. So there is.
Yeah,
I wanted to do something very
played
similar
Michigan
this
tough
week.
a couple weeks ago.
And what's that at again?
That's just
Two.
plus 270. Yeah,
Love that.
I could have probably went 34.5, but whatever. 40 more cents. I like it.
All right, well, let's move on to our weekly locks. As we highlighted, the locks were pretty rough last week, but we're going to bounce back this
I
week.
feel way more confident in.
We've all locked Philadelphia minus 1.5, so that is one of our weekly locks, and that automatically puts that into the parlay of the week. Sean, do you have your 4 other locks, or do you need some time?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's hear them.
Well, we got, as per usual, I'll be gracing you guys with some Thursday night shit so you can start sweating this motherfucker early. We got, first one, we have Jaylen Warren over 20.5 receiving yards.
Fuck you.
He has done this.
Fuck you.
Gotta
That
be
wasn't
quicker,
mine.
buddy. Gotta be
Fuck
quicker.
you. God damn it.
Gotta be quicker. We'll never know. You can lock it up, too. You're a grown-ass man. You can lock it up. Anyway, he's done this every year every game this year besides last week when he was banged up. He was coming off of an injury. And this may be one of those situations where it's the lowest it's going to be all year before he just fucking hits like 30, 40 yards, some shit like that. And if you're going off of recency for, maybe it was fluke, maybe blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. The Bengals gave up to Josh Jacobs, which is the Packers running back, 50-plus yards. He was the second leading receiver last week, the running back for the Green Bay Packers. So give me Jaylen Warren over 20.5 receiving yards. Next one, we got old man Joe Flacco. Over 22.5 completions. He's 3-2 this year for it, so take that with what you will. But the one that he didn't hit was against the Packers, where their defense was smothering, and sustained drives were essentially a rarity during that game. But the other one was against just a smothering Lions defense that was just kind of pinning their ears back and going for them. I don't see that for the Steelers, whose defense just hasn't been able to get home as much as the Steelers of the past. So give me that one. Next one, I highlighted earlier, super early in the week, or early in the whatever. I'm a little drunk. Give me Patriots -7. Like I said, Drake Mays actually looked like a competent starting quarterback. I can't believe I'm doing it. I don't even like that I'm doing it. But give me the fucking Patriots. revenge game. And then, I mean, we talked about it. Eagles, go Birds. That's all we got on that one. Next one, we got Panthers -1.5. Get the fuck out of here. Panthers are a way better team. Like, Pat McMillan's gonna drag his fucking nutsack across that Aaron Glenn, great defensive coach's forehead. Get the fuck out of here. Panthers all day on that one.
God damn it.
All right.
That's all I got.
Nick, do you need some time? Do you want
No,
me to go,
I
or do
had
you wanna
mine.
go?
We're going to regurgitate the Jalen Warren receiving over yard on the over. Fuck you, Sean. We're going to get a Jonathan Taylor anytime touchdown. I feel like that is going to happen. Not feel, I know it's going to happen.
Is that -150?
No, it's -130, I'm pretty sure.
I'm surprised it's even that low. I thought it was going to be like -200, to be honest.
No, it's kind of, hold up. Let me verify here. Touchdown scores Jonathan Taylor. Oh, it's changed. It's -160 now. Fuck. Before we started the pod, it was like -140, -1 fucking 30. It was.
Ooh. The best in the business, folks.
All right.
So do you want me to go while you find something else? Or
Nope, we're going to pivot. We're going to say Tyler Warren anytime touchdown. Because Warren's a beast. I have him on fantasy, and I want to see that happen. I'm willing it into existence. The next one is we're going to go Panthers money line because, Sean's just stealing all of my bets.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear it from the top. Son.
And I really, really, really like the Giants spread here. I really, really, really like that against the Broncos. So
on that dart pack.
Yeah, essentially. I really liked what I saw out of them, and I hope that continues. They're a fun, exciting team. Give me the Giants spread for my last one.
All right. Well, I am going to start with baseball, and this game's just started as we're recording this. Toronto and Seattle. It's actually a little parlay here, which I know we normally don't do. We normally do singles, but it's Toronto, Seattle over 4.5 games. Seattle's currently up 2-0, and it's at Seattle now. Seattle, Julio Rodriguez already hit a 2-run bomb in the first inning. So if I was a square, I would have changed this, but I already had it written down. So, anyways, I want this series to be over 4.5 games, which means Toronto needs to win one of the next two, and then parlayed with Dodgers Brewers under 5.5 games. So basically, the Brewers just can't win 2 games in that series, which I don't even think they're going to win one. Those parlayed together is plus 111. Probably even better odds now that the Mariners are up 2-0 already in Game 3. My next one, we're going to go to college ball for these next two. Penn State money line. I know everybody's probably running from Penn State right now. They just shipped James Franklin out of town, fired his ass after 3 straight losses. I don't think I was that good of a ball club. They shit stomped the Badgers, but that's not impressive at all. So Penn State heading on the road. They're plus 124 right now for money line. Their interim coach has been with Penn State for like 14 years and is like their head recruiting person. Like he said that like he's recruited at least 3/4 of that roster. So anyways, I think he's a guy. I think he's a guy that's going to, be able to right the ship. The players will want to play for him. It's not like they're bringing in somebody new, at least yet. So I think Penn State's going to bounce back and beat Iowa. Next one, Dan Mullen has the UNLV Rebels just buzzing this year. They're taking on Boise State, and Boise State's favored by 12.5 points. I'm going to take UNLV plus 12.5 points because UNLV might lose this game to Boise State, but they're also going to probably put up 50 points. And I don't know if Boise State's going to be able to put up 62 or 63 to be able to cover them. So UNLV plus 12.5. And then moving back to the NFL, I have our squad ride of the Eagles minus 1.5. And then the last one that I stole from the spreads, I'm going to go against Baker and the banged up Bucks. I'm going to take Lions minus 5.5 as my final lock. So then that leaves the parlay of the week. Like I said, we already got the Eagles minus 1.5 in there since we all locked that in our individual locks. I am going to take Seattle minus 3-point favorites, take the spread. I don't think Houston's that good, and Seattle should be able to handle that cover at home. So I'm going to take Seattle minus 3 as my pick for the parlay of the week.
Sean, do you want it?
I'll go. Yeah, I can take it. All right. So, Brogan, I'm going to need you to do some tech work here and move Carolina minus 1.5 to the parlay of the week. Because I was looking in my notes. I was like, what the fuck did I have? What the fuck did I have? And I forgot that I am going back to college this week. And we are doing a 2-team college football money line parlay of Tejas action. We got Texas Tech money line against Arizona State and Texas A&M money line against Arkansas at minus 133 for my final lock.
Yeah, I was wondering when I thought you were going to save that for the parlay of the week, and I thought that was pretty fucking sweet that you're going to go college ball for the parlay of the week. But yeah, we'll take that to your final lock, and your parlay of the week bet will be the Panthers minus 1.5.
Yes, sir.
All right, Nick.
I really like. I'm doubling down on Warren. I really like Warren this week for his over on receiving yards.
Did you just get one last week?
Huh?
I thought he got one last week. I don't know. I don't necessarily love it.
Well, he's going receiving yards, not touchdown.
Oh,
and he didn't.
Gotcha,
Warren
gotcha.
Warren didn't get a touchdown last week.
Oh, Tyler Warren. I thought you were talking about the Colts wide receiver.
Oh.
Tight end. No.
Hands. Small hands.
All right.
Whatever his name is. I forget.
All right, Nick, do you want to reiterate it? Because
Jalen Warren, anytime touchdown.
There you go, Jalen Warren. Yeah.
Wait, anytime touchdown? Or
sorry, fuck. Sean's got me all fucked up now. No, Jalen Warren over on receiving yards. I really like I really like that. I think he's been averaging just 36 yards a game, and it being at 20 and a half. I like it. I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan.
So yeah, putting this into DraftKings, if you do Carolina spread minus 1.5, Seattle spread minus 3, Philadelphia spread minus 1.5, and Jalen Warren over 20.5. Hang on, because his line right now is 17.5 on DraftKings.
Oh fuck yeah, baby! Give me 17.5. I like that even better.
That's significant.
So yeah. We'll adjust those Jalen Warren receiving yards to 17.5.
Oh, put your
anyways,
life savings on that shit.
Yeah, dude. Essentially, take out a mortgage.
That 4-legger. Anything else, Nick?
No.
All right. that 4-legger is plus 1178, so almost 12 to 1.
Ooh.
And she was 20. It was from 19 to 20. Oh, I love it. I don't know what the hell happened, but I love it.
Oh, that's
17.5 now.
I may be erect over here. I think I have an erection, and I'm going to be putting my entire life savings on that parlay.
If only we had a pill that we would have been able to plug during this time. For sponsorship purposes, if only.
If we're
an erectile dysfunction pill.
Yeah, if we were only looking at a color action pill, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give
a couple $100 per ad read. Oh, tragic.
All right. While you guys go beat off to Jalen Warren receiving yards, is there anything else you want to highlight for this episode, or are you guys?
Dude, we're gonna be rich, bitch. What you talking about?
All right, we are gonna be rich, bitch. All right.
I would like to say So the ESPN top headlines. Third, fourth down. Knicks. Brogdon retiring after 9 seasons in the NBA. Now, he did win Rookie of the Year with the Milwaukee Bucks. He played on at least one, possibly two, Eastern Conference Finals teams. Like, it should say Bucks. Malcolm Brogdon retires after 9 seasons. He spent his time wasting away in Portland for a little bit and Washington. Your best years were with the Bucks, dude. Come on. It's ridiculous. That's all I got.
All right. If you made it to this point of the episode, you probably shouldn't. So appreciate you. Shout out. You probably didn't. We're probably just talking to ourselves, but that's fine.
I think it's more fun,
I
like
review,
shouting into the
subscribe.
void.
Right. All right.
But if we keep getting subscribers, it'd be neat.
Mhm. And you're going to make money this week if you follow us, especially that parlay of the week, 12-1. So go hammer that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
I love you guys.
Each subscriber, we will get it. We will all do a shot. Get 10 of them. We'll be fucking blackout. You want this plus more? Subscribe.